We're starting the recording. Good morning, ladies. Okay. Give everyone just a couple more minutes. We just sent out a reminder. There we go. Okay, let's see. More coming in. Awesome, awesome. All right, I don't want to wait too long. One more minute, guys. We're going to get started. Everybody got their coffee?
I got some water.
Just
we
me?
gonna get coffee.
Oh, I'm heavily caffeinated. I started early this morning, so yeah, I'm with Precious. I'm on to water.
Oh my gosh. All right, I got to catch up. I'm still nursing my first cup of coffee. It's a little cold. Because
Dad, I'm in New York. It is cold.
It is cold. Fair. That's fair. How cold is it there today, Precious?
Girl, see, I ain't trying to go out there. Like, that's how cold it is. I ain't even trying to go out. I ain't trying. I'm not even gonna play myself like that.
Oh, I tell you what, I don't miss the winters up north there. I don't miss them. I thought I would. I don't.
No.
All right. Awesome. All right. Well, we're gonna move on, ladies, and we're recording. We're gonna get going. We're gonna let people in as we go along. Candace is making sure everybody gets in. Thank you, Candace. We love you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna mute you now. All right. So, thank you everyone for coming today to the panel. We've got 3 phenomenal women here who are doing amazing things in their company. They've been working with us for at least the last few weeks, if not the last few months, really making headway in their industries, their individual industries. So super excited to be hosting this amazing panel so you guys can get a little glimpse of what online marketing can do for your business and how these ladies have utilized online marketing skills that we've been teaching them, and then their own special unique secret sauces of who they are. So without further ado, and I will introduce myself here later on, but I want to bring these ladies in and I'm going to have them tell you a little bit more about themselves. And I will start with Miss Lauren Widrick. Thank you so much, lady.
Hi guys, it's so nice to see everybody this morning. Talking about how cold it is. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, where Danielle is located. And I think it's cold here too. I went outside for a minute and was like, what? I'm not used to this. So it's good to be with you guys. We'll all warm up together. As she said, my name is Lauren Widrick, and I am a side hustle and sales coach. So what that means is I help people who are in good on paper, but soul sucking 6-figure jobs create a business that they dream of so that they can actually plot their escape and live the life that they desire and deserve. And I know a lot of coaches promise what I just described, escape the 9 to 5. And my lens on it is I know how freaking hard it is to start a business when you're working 60 hours a week, when you're pregnant or have small kids, when you have a commute, when you have a mortgage, when you have daycare, when you have all these responsibilities in your life. Like, it's very romantic to start a business, but how do you make it all work? So that's my specialty, is helping people design their business from concept to cash flow in 90 days. And I teach another class called Sales Swagger. So once you start that business, okay, you have 2, 3, 4 clients. That's cool. How do you turn that into a 6-figure livelihood? You have to master the art of sales and embrace it and fall in love with it. And that's what I love to teach people. And all of this is just a path to freedom and fulfillment and passion and finding who you are on the inside. I always say, like, I'm a life coach in disguise. I'm trained as a life coach. Business is just the shingle I hang to help you find yourself through all of this. So that's me in a nutshell. And I've been working with Danielle for not even 2 months. And I cannot wait to share what we've done together, because it has changed my business and my life. She's like my life coach over here, disguised as a marketing person who's just like changing me. So thank you, Danielle. I'm so excited to meet all of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lauren. I know, has it even been 2 months?
I
That
don't
went by
think so.
fast. That went by fast
It's
already.
right around 2 months, if that. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, lady. And I know we're excited to dig into to more of your brilliance. And I'm gonna bring up Precious Williams. I always want to call her Mick Williams. I think it's because secretly I
Well,
want
you
us
know,
to be
some of
like
my
my
line sisters call me P Witty after
P
P
Witty.
Diddy, but you know, it got to be P Witty in these streets.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
yes,
it. Part of me is just like, I think
yes.
I want us to be like Irish sisters too.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Precious Williams. I am the proud founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious. And for some of you, this may shock you, but I literally train and teach and coach women how to be bad bitches with power pitches. Yeah, I said it. I'm standing on it. It is what it is. I really work primarily with unapologetic women, women who are tired of being in boxes, women who are looking to launch their next book, brand, business, product, or service. I'm a 13-time national elevator pitch champion. My clients and I have been on top shows like Shark Tank, CNN, Wall Street Journal, movies, documentaries. It's been like an incredible journey. I'm also the 2-time #1 best-selling author of the Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only business series. And so I write about pitching, I teach on pitching, I coach on pitching. I work with some of the biggest companies in the world, from the LinkedIn's, the Googles, the Microsofts, NBC, Universals, all of those big companies. I'm a corporate trainer for. So it's not this that I work with individual clients. I also work with top corporations and nonprofits around the world. And did I think I'd be doing this when I was a little girl? No. I almost bought the Kool-Aid that I didn't have to look like myself in order to be able to do it. And so this is my second act. I'm 41 years old. I'm proud, so proud to be 41. And so I want to show women how to, you know, kick that box down and be unapologetic and be transparent and authentic. I teach, coach, and train via digital products, digital training series. In fact, I have the Pitch Slapped 3 video training series. So if you've never known about pitching and how pitching is essential to your life, your business, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're interviewing for jobs, I really do create kick-ass elevator pitches, media pitches, speaker pitches, investor pitches, and interview pitches. And I'm delighted to be here. I can't wait to share with you what Danielle and I have been working on, and just how this year, in the midst of a pandemic, an economic downturn, and social unrest, we kicked ass. So can't wait to tell y'all about that.
Yes, we did. Oh my gosh. It's been an incredible year, Precious, and just like the growth. And it's been what, since April? Like right after COVID?
Let's be clear. I took some of your free challenges too.
That's right.
So I would say we've been working together longer. Plus we did a group coaching together. So I want to say since this year.
Yeah, it's been incredible. I appreciate you guys. And man, are you guys in for some really amazing content and information from Precious. So appreciate you being here, lady. And we've got our third panelist, Ashley Preto, just out from working with her clients in the gym. She's going to tell you guys a little bit more about herself.
Yes, so I apologize for my appearance. I'm not as beautiful as Lauren and Precious are today. I am super sweaty and smelly, so it's a good thing you can't smell through the computer. Like I said, my name is Ashley Prieto. Thank you guys all so much for being here today. I'm excited that Danielle asked me to come and give some information to you guys. A little bit of background on me. My husband and I own a baseball academy and a gym currently, and with COVID and all that stuff happening, we had to shut our gym down, and basically we're like, now what do we do? How do we make money? How do we keep a roof over our heads and our bills paid? And going back farther, my training, actually I went to college and my degree's in radiology, and I worked in a hospital in a private clinic for about 8 years. And I realized that I don't like people telling me what to do. So I decided that wasn't for me. So I started a side hustle with a makeup company. And I quickly learned that it was more about not just quitting my job and working for myself and being self-employed, but it was about helping women and really bringing them back into the feeling that they're beautiful and that they are worthy and that they can have confidence. And so with the makeup company, that helped a lot. Now I've transitioned into my true passion, which is health and wellness and fitness. Personal trainer. Like I said, my husband and I have a baseball academy. He was a former professional baseball player for 13 years. And so once he retired, he's like, now what do I do? He was in his early 30s when that happened. It's a short-lived career for most of those guys, and they're pretty young when they retire. he got drafted when he was in college, and so he never got a degree. So I mean, it's hard to get a job nowadays with any kind of money if you don't have a degree. So we are very much entrepreneurial at heart. And so we opened this baseball academy and gym together, which is where I'm at right now. And, we've never looked back. It's been a true blessing in our lives that we own our own time and we're not trading hours for dollars anymore. And I want other people to realize that the freedom and the liberation that comes with that. So I'm excited to share more with you guys today about our journey.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you. Yeah, and guys, just know that Ashley also has a awesome membership site for online personal training, and she has group programs as well. She's going to be kicking my butt in January, and I already admitted to everybody before you guys came on that I'm like, I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous. Oh, yeah. Full transparency.
You should be.
And that's exactly why. All right, ladies. So we are going to go down the line. I've got a couple more questions. I want people to really understand, and we're going to start with Lauren, what you guys were doing for marketing before we started working together. And just give guys a little glimpse of what you were doing.
So my stuff was very random and haphazard. The answer is next to nothing except some social media posts. So when I met Danielle, I was doing well from a sales perspective, right? The revenue is growing, but it was very labor intensive. I was doing lots and lots of manual reach out, nurture, sales call, right? And it was working okay, but it definitely wasn't scalable, right? I was just putting in a lot of output for a certain amount of results. So if you look at my social media accounts, I have under 1,000 followers. I don't have a huge following as it stands today. So when I met Danielle, I said, I'm at the tipping point of scaling. I've gone from one-on-one to small group coaching to sort of larger courses, coaching course hybrids. And I want to be able to get my message to more people, right? Like right now I have somewhere between 30 and 50 clients. What if I wanted to have 500 clients and have them have the white glove experience we're getting today? How do I get to 500 clients? And so she was like, well, we need to help amplify your message. So actually we'll talk about what we did together, but where I was at was, I guess you could say, posting on social media and pouring a lot of hours of my day into high touch sales activity. That's where I was.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lauren. All right, Precious, you're up, lady.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I can't really say I had a marketing plan. I can't really say I knew what I was doing. I was coming out of a very difficult situation, and so I didn't know how to put things together. And at the same time, I didn't have the coins to pay somebody to do it for me. And so, I was just kind of, things were popping, but they could have been popping more. I just didn't know how to do it. Plus, I was feeling stressed. I am an international professional speaker and a corporate trainer, in addition to the other things, in addition to being a killer pitch master. And I was exhausted. And I was like, I like social media, but like, I'm not a teenager. This is not my life. I don't live my life with social media. And I didn't know how, like, what's the strategy and everything. And so I remember taking one of Danielle's. She had a free challenge, right? And y'all know about those free challenges, and most of them are whatever. I remember taking, was it 5K in 5 days? Something like that, right?
Yep.
Y'all crushed it in 3 days. I was like, oh shoot, I can make money like that. Word. So I did another challenge with her. Word. Oh, okay. This woman right here see me. Okay, we about to do something. And when I tell y'all, from going from nothing, it's like that Drake 0 to 100 real quick. And working with Danielle, taking me from, I was cute. I was doing a little cute thing, but with her, bringing strategy into it, and then bringing on another person to handle just social media and having strategy behind that, while me and Danielle could work on really building the business. So it's not just me. And creating digital products. So I don't want to get too much into it, but I will tell you, we're gonna get into that. But again, I started off doing her free challenges, which were not even just a little bit. She kicked my butt and I excelled. And then going into her group coaching, I was like, oh, okay, this is cute, but I want you by myself. I want you to me. I want one-on-one. And then that's when we went into Maximum Overdrive. So She dope.
I just love you. Thank you, Precious. Yeah, that's right. You did come in. I had a ton. I had a ton of free challenges last year, so I'm glad that you capitalized on those. And from one butt kicker to the next one, Ashley, tell us a little bit more about what you were doing for marketing beforehand.
So very much similar to what Lauren was saying. I was on social media with my previous business, and I basically post and pray. And I was like, I'd throw a post out there and I'd really hope that somebody would comment. And sometimes they did and sometimes they didn't. And so then I was like, well, now what do I do? So I built my business on social media, and but I didn't really have a clear direction or understanding of how marketing truly worked and how you could specifically target certain types of people or certain demographics of people. And that was really where I was falling short. And I told Danielle when we started, I said, I feel like I have all these balls up in the air and I don't know what to do. And I feel like I can't drop any of them. And I said, I'm a jack of all trades, but master of none. And I was really, really overwhelmed. And so at the end of the day, my marketing efforts, I mean, I basically waited for people to come to me. And when that didn't happen, I'd get really down the dumps and kind of beat myself up over it. And those things really transformed and changed once I started working with Danielle. And we're going to talk about that, what my journey was like here in just a few minutes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So you guys can kind of see the trend here is that doing all the things, social media posting. I love that post and pray. Man, who can relate to that? I know when I first started about 8 years ago on social media, that was something that we did. And back then it was so much easier to get visible than it is now. So it really is like a finger cross. Oh my gosh, I hope somebody actually likes this type of post. So I appreciate you guys sharing that and so authentically what you were doing before. And now we're going to switch gears into what did you do for marketing when we started working together, and what are you seeing that really worked for your marketing? We'll start with Lauren.
Okay, cool. So like I mentioned at the beginning, Danielle and I have been working together, I think around 2 months. And when we first started, remember there was a pants on fire situation because I had a cohort of a sales swagger class to fill 2 weeks later. And I was like, I know we're going to do strategic stuff. I know you're going to help me like go viral, but in the next 2 weeks, can you help me fill this class? Because I have open seats. And doing it my old normal way kind of got me here. Like I maybe would have predictably filled like 2, right? What Danielle helped me do quickly was tap into my intuition. So what I want you guys to hear about this is not like rote marketing checklist. Danielle taps into each of us and is like, tell me about your people. Tell me why you care. Like, let's get to the connective tissue. She helped me design a quickie webinar. Do you remember? It was called 50K in 25 days. And I just simply told a vulnerable story about how I landed 50K in 25 days one time, right? That was it. 2 days notice. 48 hours later, threw up a Zoom. A bunch of people came and I closed.
Oh, she froze. That's a really good freeze. Can you guys see? Yeah.
15K the day after that webinar. Is it back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Frozen like this.
No, it was good. It was like this. It was a good freeze.
It can be so bad. So anyway, I don't know what you heard, but you helped me quickly fill a program using our intuition and a very targeted marketing event. Then she helped me build a launch. I've never done a launch before. Do you guys all know what a launch is? I didn't. Until Danielle and I came together, I was like, okay, I want to actually take my next class, which is the side hustle class, and 4x the number of people that I normally add. And she said, okay, then that's going to require a different strategy. So she, again, tapped into my intuition and built me a launch plan. Again, this was new territory to me that I'm working through right now, and it's working beautifully. The revenue is flying in from all angles. Some other things she's taught me is how to be more visible on LinkedIn. So of course, my side hustlers and my salespeople, I was trying to get everybody on Instagram, and I am getting people on Instagram, but oh my gosh, what blue ocean here on LinkedIn that lots and lots of people that I didn't know how to connect with. So she gave me some tools, some mechanisms, taught me how to put together events like this one. And my attendance at my last couple of webinars has been literally 10x what it normally is. I normally get a handful of people. My last one had 71 registrants, which is literally 10 times what I normally get. So between like the tapping into the intuition, the launch plan, the new tools and strategies, I feel like I actually can scale this thing. I didn't see how before, but now I see how. And that's very, very exciting to me.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing with everybody. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind, and um I just want to tell everyone that we've got some major action takers here. Like all three of these women take action. You're going to hear a lot of them about tapping into their intuition, which we don't hear a lot in the marketing space or the online space. And that really is, I think, I'm just going to say, a secret sauce piece that you guys bring to the table. And thank you for opening up and sharing everything with me, all three of you. So that being said, Precious, let's hear your marketing that's worked beautifully.
So first, let me just say this. When I was in the group coaching program with Danielle, it was me and two other ladies. We did this, everybody does those avatars, right? You see all these coaches, they do those avatars. That ain't never worked for me. I'm just gonna keep it a whole buck with all of you. That ain't never worked for me. And it wasn't until we were doing this group coaching session on like competitive analysis that things started to become clear. Because I don't know about, raise your hands, any of y'all who've ever, people come to you and they're not right, but your rent is due, your light bill, and you're just like taking people because you're like, listen, I need to pay something. And so you don't have the quality clients that really fit you and it really fit your coaching style, your training style, and everything like that. So I was used to doing that. People coming to me, yeah, if you have the money, yeah, let's get it popping, knowing we're not compatible. But when I did this competitive analysis exercise and we had homework that had to be done before we even showed up the next week, because I was not going to get called out. I just wasn't. So doing this competitive analysis assignment was so eye-opening for me. I had no idea that the reason why I was attracting, people talk about low-hanging fruit or whatever, and they make it sound like it's good. And I'm like, I learned this is why I'm attracting a certain type of people who come to me who, aren't a good fit. There's no chemistry or whatever. Doing this assignment, I was like, oh, I get it now. Why am I getting the wrong people? Yes, the ability to pay is one thing, but do we have all these other things in common? How do I separate myself from other people who are similarly situated in my industry? And also Danielle showed me, you're the killer pitch master. You've created your own lane. You're not a motivational speaker. You're not a transformational speaker. You are not an inspirational speaker. They will get all of that trust. But there's a reason they're coming to you for pitching, because most people don't understand it. And you can get the Les Browns and the Tony Robbins, they can't do what you do. So focus on the things that make you different, and you will attract a different type of woman or man or company or nonprofit. And I'm telling you, it worked. When I started getting clear in my message, she said, put your story out there. She said, you have a lot of stories in your background, but most people will never know that you were homeless 2 years ago. They will never understand that you went from being homeless to speaking at Viacom. They will never know that you went from homeless to speaking at Microsoft. They will never learn all of these things. They just see you and you show up and you're cute and you got a lot of energy, but they don't know the backstory. So now they can see that it is possible, that you can come from having a big life, losing it all, and then coming back harder than anybody ever expected you to. And so I thank Danielle. And I think a lot of people, when they think of coaches, they think of a transaction. Okay, you're gonna get this list. This is all you have to do, and da-da-da. With her, there is, so when you're her client, there's so much more. She will literally feed things into you that you need right then and there. I'll tell this quick story. So Danielle woke up with 8s on her mind, 8s, right? And there are a lot of 8s in my phone number, social security number, whatever. And so we were looking together, and it turns out that 8s are all about financial abundance. Well, because I came from extreme poverty, I never knew what to do with a lot of money. So I would just spend it. And I don't mean spending it on like silliness. Like, I wanted to have experiences that I never thought I would ever be able to have. And so I didn't know how to hold on to money, because I was like, what if it never comes back? I was homeless, da, da, da. And she's like, you have to understand, it's coming and it's going to continue to come. Don't believe the lies about the pandemic and all this other kind of stuff. You have the talent to write your own paycheck. So put your story out there and show people what's possible. And also, she also shared with me that she thought I was a generator just because of how I move. And it turns out I'm a projector. And a projector, the light attracts people to me. So instead of being always in this mode, allow these opportunities to come. And if you ask more now, you won't have to so much later. And that's a guaranteed truth. If you ask, if you push, and you do all of that now, working with Danielle, people will come to you that you'll be shocked by. And we'll talk about that. But that's what happened for me.
I'm still muted. Ah, yay. I love it whenever you speak. Ah, tingles. That's absolutely your gift. Every time you speak, it just gives me chills. So thank you so much, lady. All right, Miss Ashley, you are up, lady.
Awesome. So, like I said, prior to this, prior to working with Danielle, I was very haphazard, kind of all over the place. One thing that she has taught me, I mean, amongst several things, is how to be intentional with what I'm doing and how to really harness it on my time. Like I said, I felt like I was being pulled in 8 different directions. I have 3 boys that are young, married, multiple business owner, and I just couldn't get a grasp on what I needed to do and where do I find those potential clients of mine. And I learned how to target specific audiences, and we did Facebook ads, we've done Instagram, and also one thing I've never done in the past was get prepared in advance for things like Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, those types of things. I would approach those as I would come to them and then be like, okay, what can I throw out there? I never had a game plan. I never had email drips. I never had any of that stuff. And through Danielle's program, working with her one-on-one, she has, I mean, taught me so many things about how to reach my clients and how to market directly to the specific audience that I was looking for. And I think that maybe Precious had said this too. I was attracting the wrong type of people, and I was very afraid of stepping on toes and like upsetting people, when deep down inside of my gut, I'm like a real, I don't want to say a hard ass, but I'm very truthful and honest. And I didn't use, I mean, I've always been honest, but I learned that you have to tell people what they don't want to hear, especially like in fitness and training like that. So many people are used to being, you know, having a pat on the back and a hug, and it's going to be okay. It's okay if you cheated. It's okay if you did this on your diet and you didn't work out. No, what people need is the truth. They need to say, why are you slacking? Get back in the ring and go finish the fight. Like, that's what people need. And I am a firm believer through this that I have learned that you have to be honest with those people, because if you are a true friend to them, you would be honest. It's the people that fill you full of BS that just keep you going down this downward spiral where you're never going to improve. So she really has helped me hone in on who it is that I want to specifically target. And we've only been working together since August. And so fairly new into her program, but I mean, the change in the quality of clients I have coming to me is just phenomenal. I'm attracting the type of people I want to work with. And I've learned that it's okay to say no to some people that maybe don't really align with your beliefs or with the way that you like to run your business. And you can say no. It's okay to say no and not feel guilty about it, and just be completely unapologetic about who you are. And honestly, with marketing, that's how I've learned to put myself out there. And by doing that, that has brought in all those people that I really truly want to work with, and weeding out, kind of letting for lack of a better term, letting the trash take itself out. You know, let them excuse themselves if they're not my type of people, and that's okay with me. And I'm so grateful that I learned to really step into my power and really use my backbone that I've had all this time that I've wanted to be forth-putting, but afraid to do so.
Oh, so well said. Ashley, tell them about the posts that have been going viral and you speaking that truth. I'm going to share it too in a second, but I want you to go ahead and tell them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So one of the marketing tactics that we've been working on is establishing myself as an expert in a lot of like the health and fitness groups, whether that be in a weight loss group or teaching people how to work out from home with the gyms being closed. And so I've been working on doing that in some groups that I joined, and I have been putting out posts and just really inspiring people, because people are so down in the dumps right now that they don't have anything positive to look forward to in their life. And they're probably feeling crappy because they're not getting up and getting dressed because they work from home, and they're not going to the gym. So maybe they're not fitting in their clothes, but all that stuff eventually like takes a huge toll on us. And she said, go out there when everybody else is zigging, you zag. And so I did, and I put these posts out into these groups, inspiring people, and it just went crazy. Like the last post I did had over 5,000 reactions to it and had almost 500 comments. And I got a ton of new followers for it. And that's just one post. Like I have had multiple posts like that, just going crazy in other groups. And I would never have done that like on my own, and been really like putting myself out there and establishing myself as the expert, because I truly have a lot of limiting beliefs kind of way down deep that hold me back from being like, why would they choose me over, you know, this bodybuilder type of lady? I'm, you know, just a girl from a small town. And she really like got in my headspace and was like, listen, do your people get results? I'm like, yeah, they get amazing results. And she's like, then why wouldn't somebody want to work with you? So that's been something that I am really finding useful, is finding these groups and going into them and showing them the zag when everybody else is zigging, and showing them how I'm different and why they should pick me over somebody else.
Ah, so good. Here, you guys, you got to see this post, and I'm sure it has more followers and everything now. But let's just take a look at this small town girl. Look at her. And I love this post. A guy told me that I looked like a man. I told him that if he didn't lift like a bee, that he could too. And this is just in one group, and I know it's bigger now, but she had 4.3 thousand likes, 471 comments, and that was in like a 24-hour period, wasn't it, Ashley?
Yeah, it was, I think it was like almost 12 hours.
Yeah. Oh, 12 hours, guys. And I mean, if that doesn't hit the nail on the head on being a strong female, then I don't know what does. And it also gives her people permission to lift and to build their muscles and to build their self-confidence. So, which is what, you know, it's all about when we're speaking truth, right? So, I love that. I love that picture. I still love that post. I love it. It's one of my favorites that I've ever seen ever. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for telling everyone a little bit more about what's working for your marketing. And now, guys, I want you guys just to tell them about like the big goals and like the secret weapons that you have, and just give a little bit of insight on what you've been able to hit even the short time we've been together.
All right, I can go ahead and share. So I'm going to share some hard numbers. I hope everyone's comfortable with that. When I met Danielle, my monthly revenue was somewhere between 20 to 35,000 a month, which again, I'm proud of as a relative solopreneur based on the back of my sales swagger. Great. In the last 2 months alone, I brought in over 100,000 of new revenue. So now we're talking $50,000, $60,000 months quick, right? So I'm getting excited that if we can take that leap, we're like, you know, 150, 200% of my normal revenue. What can we do for next year? Before I met you, Danielle, I was kind of thinking about what I wanted my revenue to be for 2021. And I'm just retooling that whole plan, because with these tools, you've created not just a scalable marketing system, but a framework for a scalable business, and one that's not going to have me working triple the hours, because these systems are potent and they're effective. So the title of this panel, I believe, is 100K or 6 figures in 8 weeks. That's exactly my story. And I've never had that revenue. I can never claim that revenue leap before until I started working with Danielle.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Yay. I know it's exciting. It's exciting. And I love hearing when people are changing their revenue plan for an increase after we start working together. That's like one of my favorite things to hear from my clients. All right, Miss Precious.
Hey, everybody. With me, and I you can tell who's a numbers person and who's not. I'm not necessarily the numbers person, because, you know, listen, I don't have a beautiful mind, but I'm a go-getter and I'm hungry on a daily basis, right? So I'm in hashtag beast mode. So last year, I believe I worked with about 3 companies and corporations. This year, I've had over 80 speaking engagements, and 95% of them were paid. Right, Danielle? Not only that, I've attracted a major network, and I am slated to host my own talk show that will debut in 2022. And we're filming next year. Prayerfully that the COVID allows that. Prayerfully. I've signed corporate training contracts with Fortune magazine. I'm teaching in their new pilot program for middle management professionals. Kiwanis International. I was featured in a number of magazines this year. I was on the cover of one, and actually one debuted yesterday. Danielle, I'm gonna hit you off with that. I've won business grants this year. I'm trying to think of, there's so much that I did. Oh, this is my first year winning business award, international business awards. I am the Stevie Awards Maverick of the Year silver medalist. I won the, y'all know your girl. Y'all know how your girl be. Remember, I came from homelessness 2 years ago. So this is one of my awards, the Stevie Awards Maverick of the Year in Business. The Savvy Ladies Inspiration 2020 Award. Yeah, I actually sit with them right facing me because I never thought this would be me. The Better Magazine Better Person of the Year. The Ladies Who Leverage 2020 Badass Women of the Year. Now that I've learned who my greatest customers are, greatest clients are, we scaled back. I don't want to be for everybody, so I'm not. So I get to choose who my clients are and will walk away. I don't care what you can pay if I don't like you. And so now I believe I have about 10 clients who are individual women and men. And then I have the corporate clients. But this is something that makes me feel loved. Some of my clients literally send me gifts in the mail, like just gifts, just because I've helped them win competitions. In fact, last week, one of my clients won her first elevator pitch competition, $7,500. Another client of mine was on Shark Tank season 12. That's my 6th client who's been on Shark Tank. And then you have me, who was on Shark Tank for my first company, Curvy Girls Lingerie. And I really want to share this because this might not mean much to any of y'all, but as a woman who's gone through a lot in this life, you have to remember the women who remember to fix your crown when others knock it off. And so one of my greatest clients, her name is Tina Williams. She sent me a crown in the mail. Oh, not just one. She sent me 2 because, you never know which one fits the outfit, right? Not only that, I have my clients who send me handmade gifts because when you finally realize who your clients are, you can truly help them. I'm not necessarily the group trainer. I love working one-on-one because I can see the results faster for my clients. And some clients are scared to be in a group and tell the truth about where they are. And so when they win competitions, when they win 2-year corporate contracts, when they're getting booked and busy and paid speaking engagements, that's my true win. Those are my true wins. And then for me to be able to show to companies and corporations, I really am the GOAT, the greatest of all time when it comes to pitching. And then there's in the kitchen there, I'm going to do a video later on today about the things my clients have sent me that I'm so thankful for, and handmade gifts and stuff like that. So again, I'm gonna put a crown on Danielle's head, and I'm gonna put a crown on Lauren's head and Ashley. No matter what happens, make sure you have a sister who adjusts your crown. When the world says you're not good enough, not talented enough, not pretty enough, not thin enough, don't look like an Instagram thotty, you make sure it's another sister puts the crown on and says, nevertheless, you are the greatest. And that's what you get with Danielle. And I see some of my peoples here, and I want to thank you all for making me feel loved. And appreciate it even to show up for my coach who got me this far. So I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am the Badass Woman of the Year. Thanks.
Yes, you are, lady. Oh, I love crowns. You got a silver and a gold? Oh, you're muted.
Child, that's rose gold.
Oh my gosh, rose gold.
Girl. We're not talking about just gold.
Yes.
We're talking about rose gold. Tina Williams in the house. And so, yes. And she sends me wigs too. Yep. Yeah, no, that wig ain't be on fleek. Thanks.
Rose gold is the best gold. Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh. That's so incredible, lady. Miss Ashley, you're up, lady.
Well, I'm like Precious. I'm not a big numbers person. I measure my results. When Danielle says a big goal that you've hit, I have a few. Like, I was overwhelmed with all the things I was doing. So for me, a big goal was to take some of that off of my plate and delegate to other people. So she taught me how to do that. And I thought that was completely out of the picture for me, and she showed me it wasn't. Like, you can have other people, you can assemble a team and have them help you, for little to nothing. And that gave me so much of my time back. So a big goal for me was hitting time freedom. Everybody that is an entrepreneur, or a lot of times in a side hustle, they'll say, you work for yourself, you can do whatever you want on your own time. When you work for yourself, you probably work more hours than if you work for someone else. I know I did. I would go to work as in radiology. I would cut from a 12-hour shift. I would come home and I would work my side hustle for as long as I could stay awake. And that was like how I built my business, but I never saw my family. And even though, you have to grind those first few years, it's worth it in the end, but at what expense is it worth, So for me, getting my time back was one of my biggest goals versus hitting a certain financial goal. And then another one that I would say, I measure my success in the responses and the feedback that I get from my clients. So if I have a personal training client that I'm working with one-on-one, or if they're in one of my group programs, it means more to me that they say, you gave me my life back. You gave me my swag. I always talk about, like, women we're the last. We always put ourselves last. We take care of our families. We take care of our spouses before we ever do anything for ourselves. And at the end of the day, we're exhausted, So it is important to remember that self-care is so imperative for every woman out there. And I pride myself in teaching women how to get that time back, to get that swag back, to feel sexy again. I mean, how many women do you know that have sex with their lights off all the time? They don't want their husband to look at them. They don't want any kind of physical intimacy because they are afraid of what they look like. And that crushes my soul, that people feel that way and that they don't want to look at themselves in the mirror. Or that I have new clients and they'll say, oh my gosh, I'm so fat, or I do this, or I do that. And it breaks my heart. And my measure of success is getting those women back to strutting their stuff. I have a lady that has lost, I don't know, she's probably lost 20, 25 pounds. And she did it in a matter of like 7 or 8 weeks. And her first before photo, she's like all frumpy and like, you can tell she's not comfortable in her photos. She's got, cellulite hanging out, her belly's hanging out. And then after she lost the weight, she posted a picture in her thong and she's got her mojo back. And it is like, it gives me chills just to talk about it, because I want every woman to feel that, because so many women lack that confidence. And it fills my cup so much to see people getting that back. Or if I get a message of someone saying, I lost 71 pounds in the last 7 months. You inspired me to do that. I follow you. I don't do your programs, but you inspired me to do that. Like, that means more to me than any financial goal I could potentially hit.
Oh, so good, ladies. So good. Oh my goodness. My heart's so full right now. I love you guys. So I know everyone is probably wondering, how do I connect with these amazing ladies and how do I check out these products that they have? So I'm going to give you guys the floor to go ahead and tell people, we've got your links, so we'll put them in the comments. But tell us a little bit more about what you guys are currently running for your programs, and then we'll send them over to the links.
Sure. I see links popping up in the chat here, so I will be brief. But if there's anybody here in the room that is like, I want what all of us here have created, which is a business that we can be proud of, impacting people that we want to so deeply, but don't know where to start, I have a program coming up in January called Slay Your Side Hustle. And it's concept to cash flow in 90 days. So it's everything you need to set up, socialize, sell your business, 12 training modules. Your hand is held the entire way. Plus, there's all this mojo, right? Like all the swag and confidence we're talking about. That's what it really takes. So that program starts in January. And then if you are interested in learning more about sales or anything else that I can help you with, you can DM me on Instagram at Lauren Widrick, or email me at the email address listed here in the chat. I'd love to meet each of you.
Awesome. Thank you, lady. And I think Candace is putting those links in there for us. All right, Miss Precious, you're up, lady.
Yes. When you have everything with you and all of a sudden you look around, you're like, where's my stuff? Okay. So everyone, I am the 2-time #1 best-selling author of Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for women entrepreneurs and speakers only. I also created a workbook companion. So if you would really love to learn how to start pitching, whether that's, to the media, pitching to investors, pitching to conference organizers and event planners, attracting people to your programs, your launches and stuff like that. These books were created with you in mind. In my first book, instead of just telling you, this is how you pitch, I talk about the 7 branding personas that one must need. Are you unstoppable? Are you creative? Are you funny? Are you mysterious? Are you ruled by numbers? And in the workbook, we take that information. Once you learn who you are, like what type of branding persona you have, pitching persona you have, then you can take that to the workbook, which really takes you step by step how to create the perfect pitches for you. So if you like to have that, I hope I can put that in the comments where you can get both of those books, Bad Bitches Empowered Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only, and then the companion workbook. And then also I have the Pitch Slap video training series, which, you know, you really do learn how to pitch by watching me in 3 different videos. The first video is Pitch Please, how to successfully pitch anything. The second one is pitching with confidence. A lot of women lack confidence in really putting themselves out there. What are people going to think and stuff like that? Now, y'all know I'm on my inner Kanye all day, every day. So if they're going to talk about you, give them something to talk about. You know, slam with success. And so that's what the second video is about. And then the third one is how to reframe your pitch. So say you already have a pitch, it's good, but you need to step it up. That's what the third video is for. So it's called the Pitch Slapped video training series. And I'll put the link in the comments. It's $47 for those 3 videos. And finally, Danielle and I are working on this. In September, I'm having the Pitch Please, the Ultimate Women's Power Pitch Summit. That's going to be in September. And so in putting all of this together, this conference is going to be dope. No, it's not just a pitch competition. You're literally going to be able to pitch live to companies, corporations, media, and all of that's going to be put in place for you. And then there's also going to be a pitch competition for money too. So I definitely want you all to go to my website, www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com, and you'll see a way to let me know of your interest. And when we start to put that information out there, we'll let you know. So is it already in the comments, Danielle, or do I have to put that all in the comments?
Candace is taking care of your links in your email.
Candace, that's what's up. That's what's up. And you don't have to have my type of personality to get money. I promise you. You don't have to have my personality to get clients, customers, companies, corporations. You really, really don't. You can be an introvert. I will show you how to be the quiet storm and still #slay all competition. So definitely check out those books and definitely check out my $47 Pitch Slap video training series, and then get information on Pitch Please, the Ultimate Women's Power Pitch Summit in September. Mwah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Ashley, come on up. And guys, make sure you stay to the end because I want to take you guys on a quick journey too and dig in a little bit deeper to everything. So we're going to let Ashley go, and then I've got something special for you.
Awesome. I just love Precious. I think we need to be BFFs. So a few of the programs that I run, I am actually getting ready to start a sugar detox group that's going to begin after the first of the year. You can find me on my personal Facebook profile, Ashley Prieto. Instagram is @AshPrieto. And the 2 programs that I'm currently running, my monthly membership site is for workouts. You get 5 workouts a week. They're 30 to 40 minutes long. They're high intensity. It's a combination of CrossFit, bodybuilding, HIIT workouts, Metcons, all kinds of fun, crazy stuff. I rap, I sing, I do all the things in the videos, and I work out with you. So it's not me just telling you what to do. It's me actually sweating and grinding with you. So we have so much fun. I have special appearances by my kids and my husband and whoever randomly shows up. A lot of memberships like this, I'll tell you what kind of sets mine apart from others is a lot of people do a monthly membership. And the reason I don't offer that is because I offer a 6 or 12 month membership after your first month. The reason I do that is because most people can't obtain the results that they want in a month period, and they hop from one program to the next program to the next program, and they never find success, and then they blame the trainers, or they blame the program not working. So for me, I wanted something different. I wanted to have a more of a commitment, because that's what you're getting with me. Like, you commit to my program, you do the workouts, and if you don't check in after every single workout, I call you out publicly. Like, it's almost embarrassing, but like nobody falls off the wagon with me. And that's what I love. I want everybody to be successful. And because that's, like I said, that's what fills my cup. And then the other program that I run right now is I'm starting in January. It's a 6-month long program. And you basically, it's a very small group, no more than 10 people. And I give you a workout every single day. You can do it at home or the gym. I give you a meal plan every single day, what to eat, when to eat it, how to track all your macros, how to do all those things. You can do supplements or not, doesn't matter. Besides the 2 workouts or the workout every day and the meal plans, you also get a ton of one-on-one with me where you basically, I'm at your disposal within certain hours and you can ask any questions. I do private one-on-one Zoom calls with you because I want to know what your goals are. I want to know what it is that you want. You know, my idea of what I'm thinking that you might need is not necessarily what you want. And to be happy and successful, we need to find out what we truly want and not what other people want from us. And so that program is my pilot program, and it's going to be going from January to June. And it's amazing. I just got done with the 3-month program prior to this as kind of like a test, a beta test, and it was insane, the results that people got, which really validated why I do what I do and keeps me going. So you can find me soulmatesfit.com. That's my monthly membership site. And then also my email address is in there, and a great place to reach me if you have any questions or want to join my sugar detox group. It's free in January after the holidays, and we're all overloaded with carbs and all the goodness that cookies and cakes and things that we eat. Just shoot me a message on Facebook and I would be happy to add you into that.
Awesome. Thanks so much, ladies. And and everyone, because we're going to have a replay event too. Don't worry if you don't grab their email and the link to the offer that they made today. We'll have that available for you guys on a landing page and everything when we send it out. So don't worry about the links. If you can't grab them, we'll have them ready and available for you. So thank you, ladies. Just stick around. What I would like to do is bring you guys in for some last thoughts at the end for the last few minutes. And I want to take everybody a little bit deeper to what it is that we do here. My company is called Influence Builder. So I'm going to share with you a quick presentation. I do talk fast because I definitely want to get us out of here by 11:30. It would be fantastic. I know we got Christmas stuff to do, right? So give me 1 second and I will pull it up. Oh my goodness, you guys are seeing how many tabs I have open. That's always fun. And this isn't bad. You guys should see my other computer. I'm a little bit of a mad scientist, which funny enough, I am a scientist. So what I've got going on, guys, you're seeing massive results from Lauren Precious and Ashley, and they're doing a lot of one-on-one. And because our one-on-one is so full, we are actually coming out with a group program. And the group program is really special because I feel like group is definitely the way to go with what we're doing for marketing. The reason is what I'm going to be asking of you guys is going to take you going deeper in yourself. So Influence Builder is more than just influence. We take this a whole other level when it comes to online marketing because this is what the industry needs. So here's my big promise, guys. It's that you're always going to have someone who's on your side and listening. Now, it is a big promise to have that in somebody who's growing a big company, but this is how I show up. So creating a group program isn't something that is just for the faint of heart. This is actually one of the things that I have found most challenging in my career is creating a group program. And it's because I've had to do so much of the inner work to hold the space for everyone else. You guys are going to hear me talk about this a lot. And it's more than just holding the space for one person. We're holding the space for the group. We're holding the space for the group dynamic. We're holding the space for everyone to hit their goals. And to me, that's a big job. And it's one that I am more than willing to step up and do over and over again. And it's one that I love doing. So inner work doesn't have to be agonizing. In fact, it's required and it's always fun to be activated, and there's massive amounts of transformation. So anything that I do in my company is all about the transformation. And you can see that these ladies have massive transformations in their business and in other areas of life. I know they have. So I want to just pose this for you. You never change your life until you step out of your comfort zone. Change begins at the end of your comfort zone. There's a reason why this is the quote I choose to use over and over again. Working with me is not comfortable. It is never comfortable. to work with me. In fact, when I feel you're getting comfortable, that's time for us to dig in a little bit deeper because there's always something behind door number 1 and door number 2 that we haven't yet looked at and accessed. And speaking of that, let me dig just a little bit deeper. This hasn't always been the case for me. In fact, I spent most of my life hiding from truth, showing up the way I was expected. I grew up in a small town too. I grew up with nothing. We grew up on a farm. My dad made 10,000 a year. I can make that in a day, which is amazing to me. But we didn't grow up with much. In fact, we were in education. My dad was a principal, so I was the principal's daughter. So there was a high expectation of what we were supposed to do, how we were supposed to show up. And it didn't serve me. And I brought that into my adult life and it didn't serve me. In fact, a lot of things happened that just didn't serve me throughout my life. So even a couple of years ago, it kind of hit to a point where I could no longer do what I was doing in business. I was working with people I didn't like working with. I was working in the digital marketing industry where everyone is saying fake it till you make it. Everyone is not looking for transformation. They're looking to make a buck. People have big margins. I was working with companies and the bigger name entrepreneurs that had large margins and they were seeing them shrinking, and because they were seeing them shrinking, they were getting massively competitive and mean spirited. So I had a breaking point not that long ago where it was like, okay, I can't do this. I call this my Jerry Maguire moment where I'm like, I cannot show up in the industry anymore. I cannot hang out with these people anymore. This is so soul sucking. And I'm supposed to be building my own business, my own life, my own dreams. And I feel like I'm doing this for everybody else. So I decided to stop. I decided to stop and take a breath and take a look at like who is it that I really want to help? Who is it that I really want to work with? Or do I even want to do this? Maybe I'll just go get a marketing manager job in a big company. And I was actively looking. And I decided that okay, we're going to do something different. And it's more like who's coming with me and who's not. So I love using Jerry Maguire just because of there's so many good pieces of that and it's so relate to it when you get to a point where it's like it's not about the surface anymore, it's about going deeper and it's about really working with people individually. So what I know how to do, I know how to build multiple 7-figure businesses from the ground up. I've been doing this for 12 years. I have done everything from the very start of a startup, like the visualization, the like this is what we need to build, and doing that and turning it around. I've done the copywriting, I've done the website design, I've done the sales funnels, I have done all those pieces, and I've created multiple 7-figure businesses for people. We have created thousands to millions of Instagram followers for our clients as well. So we really know how to show people how to go big. And we've made our clients millions of dollars. So I know how to build online. Like if I was to say what is my secret weapon, I know how to build online. I know how to show people how to stand out online. So what is influencer really about? And I want to talk about this because Influence Builder isn't just another company name. This is about changing the conversations in the online space because they need to be changed. Right now, you will hear people talk about how the online space, how digital marketing, how the coaching industry is a lot like the wild, wild west. There are no rules and everybody breaks them, and you don't know what's real and what's not. So these are the conversations that get to change. These are the conversations that get to happen. We get to bring that little pink elephant out into the middle of the room and put it out there in front of everybody and say, we're going to talk about this. We're not going to have a pink elephant in the middle of the room anymore. And you get to do that for your individual niches. And that's what Influence Builder is really about. We don't want to just build influence. It's not about being a influencer like on social media, the Kardashians and having all the followers. That's not what influence is about. Showing up as an influencer is an inward approach. First, you have to be solid as an influencer with yourself, confident in what you do, knowledge in what you provide, and you get to showcase those pieces along with understanding and empathy for those that are coming in. And guys, I know we've heard this stat before, but 90% of people will actually serve some portion of themselves in the past, right? So the people that they bring in, The ideal clients that they bring in is some version of themselves. There's a reason why people tend to do that. There's a couple reasons actually. My two favorite are, one, they've created a solution that they needed back when they were in that situation. And that's a powerful reason. And two, they can relate to what their ideal clients are going for and show up with them authentically. So there's a big reason why so many people tend to work with and tend to attract versions of themselves when it comes to their ideal clients. And here's the other thing, guys. In Influence Builder, we ask a lot. We ask you guys to be brave and courageous and to take ownership. Take ownership of who you are, where you've come from, and how you've overcome, and how you want to show up in the world and what changes you want to make. So, in all of that, we also show you how to create income alongside the influence so that you can build bigger ideas and create more change. Because this is the thing that I've been learning is that we can do a lot of things when we have our income there too. We can make bigger changes and transformations for others when we have the income coming in. So we help you do the influence and the income. And because of that, we have an offer for you. And you're going to love it. This is Influence and Income Success System. This is actually a 4-month mentorship where you create your marketing and launching plans based on your unique selling type. This is where we really dig in deep to who it is that you are, who it is that you serve, and how you want to make transformation within those pieces. So I'm going to move through this quickly. I don't do months, I do steps because I really like to customize based on where my people are at. And we have the same steps for everything. The first one is the avatar, it's the ideal client, and it's the prospecting. And I hear from a lot of people like, well, I've already done that. And I'm like, okay, we're going to do more. And I did this with a new client last night. He's a therapist. And it's a lot of fun when you actually have somebody that's showing up for you. I'm just like, well, okay, let's say that your ideal client is doing this. What is the next step for them? I really want you to take me through the customer journey, and I want to understand why you're helping that person. So we take it 2 layers down deeper when it comes to your avatar, your ideal clients. So that's step 1. Step 2, we create marketing products and ecosystems. You guys need a no-brainer buy. A no-brainer buy. So if you've done step 1 in a way that goes deep, you will understand exactly what your ideal clients need and you'll know exactly how to show up for them. So most people have at least 3 ideal client types and they need to create the products and ecosystems and really showcase those in order to bring them forward. The other thing here, guys, is that your marketing products and ecosystems aren't just something that people buy. They're also your freebie offers to attract people in. And I always love doing this, but I have a whole group of lead magnets that I use, and I utilize those on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram. And I can actually put one sentence out there and have 20 people come in. In fact, I did it last night. And all I said was that, oh, I have a Instagram training and a LinkedIn training. These are what we cover on them. Would you like them? So one person saw, and then 20 other people came in and can I have it too? I will show you guys how to create something like that and how to engage people and bring them in. It's really truly amazing when you've connected with your ideal clients' wants and needs and you've created something that's a no-brainer freebie lead magnet to bring them in and then a no-brainer buy. It makes things so much easier. And then we need to really dig in on step 3 to your unique launching mechanisms. We'll learn what works, what doesn't, where to scale efforts. And this includes your magic messaging and lead generation tactics. So a lot of what I was telling you with the freebies, we bring into step 3 too. And the messaging is so important, guys. And the only way that messaging gets to be really good because a lot of people are tired of the same old when it comes to messaging. They want new, they want authentic, they want to feel something when they read what it is that you're putting out there or when you put out a video. They want to feel something. They want to feel enticed to take action. So this is where you get to dig in deep and have these awesome launches and have these mechanisms in place and so that you can scale. This is one of the things that Lauren was talking about. She can see how everything is going to scale. She's only been with us for 2 months. We are just getting started. So step 4 is magnetic marketing and viral marketing. I love this piece because we don't have to work harder. We don't have to go out there and prospect all the time. In fact, when we have the other pieces in place, we can put out one post and get 20 people coming in and then turn those people into clients with one post with 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You draw people in. And here's the thing, guys, if you haven't heard about this in digital marketing yet, I'm going to tell you what is working now is people self-selecting in. They don't want to be sold to. They love to buy. They don't want to be sold to. They want to make the decision for themselves. You guys have to cut through the noise. You have to show up authentically. You have to give them what it is that they want and what they need. When you can combine all three of those, people are magnetized into you. The other piece is the viral marketing. This is where the tough conversations come into play, the ones that nobody's willing to talk about. That's where things go viral. It can be funny, it can be to the point, it can be loving. This is something that your ideal clients are thinking, but they're not saying, and you're going to say it. That's viral marketing. That's where you can take things to a whole other level. So step 5 is systematize and automate the in between. That's the other thing. When it comes to scaling, you have to have your systems in place. You got to automate what you don't need to have your hands into. So this is a tough lesson for me. I like to have my fingers into every aspect of my business. And when I found automation on top of the magnetic marketing and the viral marketing, then things became so much easier. I do work a lot. I have a big team. We do a lot of amazing things, and it's the automation that really helps us scale. So I'll teach you guys where to automate, and you can't be everywhere at once. Yet, for those of the people that come into me, they don't want to lose that human connection. There's a way to have both. It's an and, it's not an or. It's not a, I can scale, but I'm going to lose the human connection. No, we keep it. We keep it because if transformation is as important to you as it is to me, then this is something that you absolutely need. You need to keep the human connection and also bring in the AI, the artificial intelligence, the systems. You get to have both. Step 6, automatic sales. There are systems to put in place for sales on autopilot. You guys have heard, hopefully you guys have heard of funnels. Funnels are fantastic when they're done right. I teach you guys how to create those funnels. I teach you how to do the messaging for them. They're phenomenal. Everything we do before this is preparing for the automation in between and getting those funnels ready so you can hit those goals with more ease. And then we rinse and repeat. We double down, triple down on what's working, and we let go of what's not. The other thing I like to tell people is that you get to give yourself permission to test and tweak, to see what works and what doesn't. This is a no shame zone. There's no shame. There's no shame in trying. We are experimenting, and experimentations are fun. Science things are fun. Volcanoes that blow up are fun. It's okay. We have to learn, and we're always keeping track of what we're doing as we go along. We rinse, we repeat what's working, we let go of what's not. So maybe asking, well, it sounds like everyone gets all these amazing results one-on-one. Why a group? Well, what I'm asking you guys to do during this group, especially with the viral marketing, especially with going deeper, it's a lot. It can be intense. It can be intense. So a group is perfect for support. It's also important for infusion of ideas. We work so much better when we're together. We have more ideas, we have different perspectives coming in and angles that we hadn't thought of, and you guys need those angles. You need the different perspectives in order to really come into your online marketing. You need a group and people on your side and giving you permission to speak your truth. We can be much more powerful when we have somebody who goes first, or somebody else taking a turn to go first, and somebody else being real. It gives so much permission for us to speak when we have others in there that are supporting us and doing the same. And the other thing is connection. one of the ways to not lose the human connection is to be connected to humans. So this is why we're really excited to have the Influence and Income Success System, the 4-month group program. So it's worked great for seasoned business owners, brand new business owners, coaches, consultants, authors, speakers. And here's what I want to say, guys. If you are loving, hold on. If you guys are loving the idea of this, the thing that I require is that my people come into the group and they show up. They show up for themselves, they show up for each other, and they come into this. So it's worked for these people. And here's a requirement: you have to show up, you have to be authentic, and you have to be willing to change and transform and to step into your own inner influencer. So you guys get weekly group calls the first week of the month. And then the 4th week, we do implementation. I'm a master implementer. I know exactly what we need to put together: sales pages, funnels, copywriting, messaging, posts, all of that. We do this on implementation week. It's a 3-hour, we're going to do 3 hours. We're going to try it out where we all come together and I get to help you and I get to work with you and we get to do it as a group. You also get module trainings based on your unique marketing adventure. So everybody's different. I'm not going to assign the same marketing avenues to everyone. I'm going to ask and I'm going to understand, and then I'm going to intuitively place you where you need to go. You guys get that 1-hour VIP call with me and my team so that we can do that. And then also we do interactive videos, guys, so we can help you guys create those. Interactive videos are something that I'll go in a little bit deeper on any calls that you guys want to take with me. And these are really changing the way the online space is working. It's another way for your clients to self-select in and for you to segment based on their choices. And that's essential right now for digital marketing. If you're not doing something where it's interactive or that people get to self-select in and they get to be segmented based on what their wants and needs are, then you're really missing the boat. This is where digital marketing is going. And this is another way to keep the human piece. This is another way to keep the connection so that when they go through your automations and they're very thought provoking. We really want them to think and to self-select in. They are speaking and coming back and saying to us, it's like you knew exactly what I needed. We know them almost better than they know themselves by the time we're done. So the total value is 16. You're not going to pay that. You're not even going to pay half that. And if you guys are interested in what the price point is, I want you to go ahead and jump on a call. I know Candace is putting it in at the bottom. She's putting a link in to jump on a 15-minute call with us. And just know this isn't for everyone. And we're going to talk to everybody before they come into the group because we want people in the group that really are ready to show up and really to go bigger. We're only selecting those that we feel that we can get them to 6 figures and beyond during that 4-month program. So sign up for a call, jump on my calendar, let's talk about it. So if you're an expert at what you do, you have a deep understanding of your clients' needs, you care about creating solutions, tired of struggling with ineffective marketing, I know there's a lot of people out there that are, and you want to be seen as the expert and are looking to really increase your followers, this is a really good program to look into. Again, we've got 15-minute spots to answer any questions. Guys, go jump on my calendar. I've got some spots open the next couple days before Christmas. So thank you guys for being a part of this. If you want, we will have the replay. So I know we dropped a lot of truth bombs on this one. So you guys can have the replay. We'll have that ready for you tomorrow and sending it out. But yeah, any questions, come on into my calendar. Let's talk about it and see if this program is a good fit for you guys. And now I'm going to bring our panelist members on here. I just want them to leave you guys with some words of wisdom, just so you can hear from 3 amazing women who are doing amazing things in the world and hear from them what it is that you need to do next for yourself. So ladies, let's go ahead. And Lauren, I'm going to start with you, honey.
Yeah. That was amazing. Hearing you describe all the work that you do for us that way, like so beautifully packaged. That was so cool. Thank you for sharing that with us and everybody on the line. Listen, hiring Danielle was a disruption point for me. I had been doing it the same way for years and I was growing. the same shit you've been doing is not going to take you to the next level. So hiring Danielle is what brought in fresh ideas, fresh strategies, something new, something different, something that's been proven to work. It was a total disruption and expansion of my business and my life. So it was like, same shit. No, we need a new, fresh approach that's totally different. And I think the next thing you need to do is ask yourself, are you going to keep doing the same thing, or are you going to take it up a level? And like she said, only you can decide that for yourself.
I know for me, and to go with my girl, Lauren, when you're indecisive, when you can't figure out a way, you need to go to an expert, I promise. I would not have scaled as fast as I did on my own, because there are things that people who've already been there can teach you that people who are on your same level cannot. And this was not even just money well spent. You know, we could talk about return on investments and all of that stuff. That's a given. But when I look at, and Danielle knows this, I've cried every day from November 1st to today, because I cannot believe how far I've come. I can't believe how far and how much of an impact my company has had on women. I can't even believe that men buy my books and take pictures with it and tell me what they love about my books. I can't believe I have men who sit up and, you know, buy my little pitch slap. It's just like, yo, it was dope. Why you just got this for the women? I said, it's not just for women, but hey, women deal with confidence issues. They, you know, listen, I want them to know I'm here for them. Listen, I have a target market. Do you? You know, and so having the vote of confidence from so many different people. And what Danielle didn't tell you is it's not just about, we can, once you know who your target market is and you're attracting them, the greater you get in that one area, the more people can see you in other areas. I'm a pitch master, right? I've been an international professional speaker since I was 16 years old. In my inbox on a daily, there are people who are like, oh, could you come speak on this? Oh, I heard about you from Homegirl. Oh, I was watching your YouTube channel. Oh, I need this. And I'm like, wow, I'm a pitch master and they want me to come and talk about resiliency or overcoming obstacles or how to turn your trauma, drama, and stress into your true message, you know? And that's what they do. Or I'm booked to judge pitch competitions and get paid for it. Like, there's just so many things that happen. So the more you ask now, the more you get on a call with Danielle. Ask those real questions that you're afraid to ask right now. Ask her. She'll answer on the real tip. And finally, I know I'm the Black chick on the panel, and I acknowledge that. Don't think for 1 second that just because I'm here, I'm the token. No, I'm not. I'm here to show you that she can help women who are determined, women who are unapologetic, and women who are tired of being stuck. And if that's you, go for it. Go for it. I work with many different women in many different arenas. But when it comes to this shit, you got to go to Danielle. So call her, get on that schedule, make those 15 minutes count. Have your questions already ready and throw them at her. And I promise you, what you've seen with us, we're just 3. Imagine the other people that she works with that we all know about. Get on the call.
Awesome. I will finish up. So when she said she'll take you outside of your comfort zone, like, it's for real, but in a great way. And, you know, nothing ever comes from comfort zones. An analogy that I like to use that I compare Danielle to is a family was having Christmas dinner and the mom and the daughter were preparing a Christmas ham. And the mom got out a knife and she chopped off both ends of the ham. And the daughter said, "Mom, why do you do that?" She goes, "Well, honestly, I don't know, because, you know, your grandma's always done it that way for years and years and years. And that's just what she did. That's how we made it our ham every year." She goes, "Oh, okay." And so later at dinner, grandma was there and she said, "Mom, we were wondering, why is it that you always chopped off the ends of the ham?" She goes, "Well, it wouldn't fit in my pan if I didn't." And so they were just following tradition for a very long time. And that's what I had done prior to working with Danielle, where I had been through other coaches and I just felt like regurgitated information. My husband's like, "You're going to hire another coach, like somebody that's going to do the same thing. He's very much not into like personal development and that kind of stuff, which I love. And he said, I just feel like I've heard the same thing over and over and over. And that has absolutely not been the case with Danielle. Like I'm with her for life because of the way that she's transformed my business and my mindset. And um, it, it, I'll tell you, like, honestly, it was a push for me to financially be able to afford working with her because our gym was closed and we had no income coming in. But my opinion is if there's a will, there's a way. And it has more than come back to me. And my return on the investment was completely worth it. And she knows that I'll be around forever. And also, I get to call her a good friend as well. So you will be blessed to and lucky to work with her.
Aw, thank you so much, ladies. Virtual hugs. COVID sucks. I'm just saying it. I can't hug my people anymore. And, just I hope you guys understand that these ladies are powerhouses. I brought my power team together for you guys so that you can see how it's done, how people can show up, how they can step outside of their comfort zone, and the results that happen when we step outside of the comfort zone. And if you guys are listening to this and like, oh my gosh, like I needed to hear this, and I know that there's so many of you guys here that need to hear this, there's so many of you guys that need to hear this on the replay, is that there's nothing that's going to change if you stay the same. There's nothing that's going to change for you if you stay comfortable. The real growth is when you get uncomfortable. So stepping out and start getting excited about the discomfort. And it's true. There's science behind it that the body interprets nervousness and excitement the same way. And I quote kids' movies all the time. My daughters love My Little Ponies, and Pinkie Pie says it's called nervous-sighted. So stepping outside of your comfort zone is nervous-sighting. You get to be nervous and excited about it because this is where you get to transform people's lives. And I would tell you, the money's great. It is great to have. You can do a lot of things with it, but nothing beats transforming other people's lives. And these three ladies are doing that on the daily. And that's why they're here on this panel to show you guys how it's done and how you can have it all. We get to. So, ladies, I love you so much. I appreciate you guys. I'm thrilled to have you here. I'm in awe of you guys. I'm in awe of what you're doing in the world. And thank you guys for joining us on the panel. And we hope to hear from you soon. If you didn't grab all the links, no worries. We will be sending it out to you guys so you can grab and you can talk to these amazing women too. And of course, jump on my calendar too if you want to learn about the group program. Okay. I'll just say goodbye to you, ladies. Thank you so much. And we're 5 minutes early. Yay! All right. Bye, everyone.